in his rights to question the amendments, he lacks the moral ground to do so.
Moral authority to do the kind of criticism that I'm seeing them doing, because Gonzalez was notorious for running roughshod over the Constitution. We saw it with the passage of the Public Administrations Act. We saw it even with the vaccine mandate, where rather than go through the rigors of the Constitution, he sidestepped it and changed the law, a statute. We see it with the ways in which deals with overdraft and the special warrants in clear violation of the Finance Administration Act. So I don't think that they have any moral authority to do it, but people need to pay attention, people need to sit back, people need to listen, people need to read.
The next sitting of Parliament is scheduled for April 21st, when the bill will be tabled and debated. And former Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Foreign Affairs under the Unity Labour Party administration, Sir Louis Strega, has weighed in on the ongoing constitutional discussions and the Court of Challenge involving two members of Parliament from the ruling New Democratic Party, including Prime Minister Dr. Godwin Friday. He argued that a by-election should not be required under certain circumstances. Speaking during a discussion on OEFM's Open Forum this morning, Sir Louis said that eligibility plays a critical role in determining representation. He explained that in cases where a candidate becomes ineligible, individuals are already on the ballot should automatically assume the seat, rather than triggering a by-election.
In the case of Friday and Bramble, and they were saying that it wouldn't make any sense because those two seats would be kept by the NDP. All right. My understanding is that if the case goes against Bramble and Friday, it means that they were not eligible to be nominated.
Correct.
And because they were not eligible to be nominated, they were not elected. And therefore, the other persons on the ballot, by way of who got the second highest vote, would automatically sit in the seat.
Drawing on his own experience, Louis further stated that issues surrounding citizenship can directly impact a candidate's validity. He noted that if a candidate has taken steps to renounce their citizenship, the nomination itself may be rendered void.
There would be no by-election. But the persons who came in second, since the persons in this case Friday and Bramble, were not eligible to be nominated, their nominations become null and void.
No, but
if they renounce their citizenship, it means that the person who came in second in those constituencies already are filling the seats automatically.
Okay.
They were not eligible to be nominated in the first case.
Taiwan Naval Squadron visit highlights deepening SVG-Taiwan partnership. This and other stories coming up when we return with more local news. Stay with us.
Welcome to Sister.
Welcome to the upgraded C-Star Limited,
where we offer to almost all your household items.
They've expanded their range to sofas, dining and patio sets, beds and mattresses, wardrobes, kitchen cabinets, office furniture. That's just a few from the luxurious collection. Not forgetting their signature quality windows, doors, rails, and bathroom enclosures. Journey on up to C-Star, where their friendly sales clerk is happy to assist. C-Star Limited, where quality meets style.
A funeral service should be one that you can be proud of. One that leaves lasting memories of your loved ones. And that's where you need the New Haven Funeral Home. We are proud of the quality and class we have brought to the industry. We are proud for having trained the very first certified embalmers in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We are proud of leading the way in terms of live streaming of funerals online so that your family members overseas could also be part of the celebration of life. We are constantly improving our services. We are driven by customer satisfaction, and we are proud of all that we do.
New Haven Funeral Home.
More jackpot money, more reasons to play this game. More money for way. Super 6 a bigger jackpot game. $230,000. That's the Super 6 jackpot for Friday, April 17th. It's $230,000. More jackpot money, more reasons to play this game. More money for way. Super 6 a bigger jackpot game.
Listen, the big hardware stores have been ripping off Vincentians for years with their high prices. They came General Hardware with the lowest prices ever in SVG. Now, the big guys are scrambling to drop their prices, but they still can't beat the General. So don't let them fool you. General Hardware still has the best prices on lumber, plywood, and steel. And even with a sale, the General beats that too. So go on, compare prices. Then come to General Hardware and save dollars every day. Because nobody beats the General. Nobody. General Hardware Supplies, located next to Yvette's Pork City in Arnesville. Call 453-9000.
Welcome back to the evening news. A naval delegation from the Republic of China and Taiwan visited St. Vincent and the Grenadines over the past 2 days, as both countries continue to strengthen diplomatic relations. On the final day of the visit, a joint honor guard ceremony was held between St. Vincent and the Grenadines and the Republic of China and Taiwan. As we hear in this report, Deputy Prime Minister Cynthia Leacock called for continued support toward the development of the country, particularly funding for the new administration's Contingency Development Fund.
Notwithstanding bridges, roads, hospitals, scholarships, agriculture, there still exists in our country too much poverty. As I would like to say, unapologetically, we are still, regrettably, a poverty-rich country.
Acting Prime Minister St. Clair Leacock addressing the audience, particularly the President of the Republic of China and Taiwan at the Arnesville playing field yesterday, where attendees witnessed the joint honor guard ceremony between St. Vincent and the Grenadines and the Republic of China and Taiwan. The acting Prime Minister reiterated his government's position on rolling out the Constituency Development Fund, which requires an injection of financial resources.
President Lai, there is an urgent need to put help, assistance, and money directly into the pockets of the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And one sure way of doing that is by empowering, as the Constitution anticipated, the representatives of the people to be able to take care of their constituents on a sustained basis.
Ambassador of the Republic of China and Taiwan, Her Excellency Fiona Fan, applauded the 45 years of diplomatic ties, noting that the relationship has stood the test of time.
We do not merely commemorate an event. We celebrate 45 years of an unbreakable bond, forged through sincerity, strengthened by cooperation, and sustained by mutual respect.
Speaking about the visiting ROC Taiwan squadron, Ambassador Fan said that nearly 2 months of travel at sea is no easy feat. But the delegation successfully made its way to the shores of St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
The ROC Navy Squadron's successful completion of 50-day voyage crossing the West Pacific Ocean and navigating the Caribbean Sea is a symbol in itself. It speaks of courage. Commitment, and unwavering resolve.
Presentations at Wednesday's ceremony by the visiting ROC Taiwan team included performances by the Naval Academy, Drum and Bugle Corps, the Navy Band and Honor Guard, and the ROC Marine Corps check-won the team.
And the joint performance by our Navy military band and the police force band will highlight the harmony and resonance between our two countries.
On day one of the visit, a welcome ceremony was held at the Kingstown cruise ship terminal, followed by a squadron cocktail reception and a tour of the Navy's main ship, showcasing the advanced training and readiness of ROC Taiwan naval personnel. For SVG-TV News, Larissa Pogsley-Kidd.
CARICOM dispute deepens. Sir Ronald Sanders urges Secretary General Dr. Carla Barnett to step down. This from the region. When we return, stay with us.
The Ever-Ready Funeral Home at French's is your friend in times of grief. With over 40 years' experience, they are prepared to take care of all your funeral arrangements. Embalming, lowering device service, grave mattresses, carpeting, vaults, tombs and wreaths. Arrangements for television obituaries. Cremation is available upon request. Ever-Ready Funeral Home offers the finest in caskets and coffins, local and imported. So, in your time of need, call Ever-Ready Funeral Home at any time. 456-1494. Ever-Ready Funeral Home, offering service above self.
I may not like you.
You may not agree with me.
We may not believe the same things.
But that does not mean I have to hate
or discriminate.
Spread love, not hate.
A message from Equal Rights, Access and Opportunities, SVG Inc.
World-famous astrologer and psychic reader, he is having vast knowledge of palm reading, spiritual healing and psychic reading. He will also solve problems like negative energy removal, bad luck removal, get your love back. He's also the specialist of health problems, business problems, love, marriage. Bring your personal and professional life back on the right track. For any issue in your life, Energy has the right astrology remedy. Call now.
Quality products, quality care, low prices, great customer service, all at QCare Pharmacy. QCare leads the way, providing all your pharmaceutical needs, a variety of personal care products, and so much more. Located on Halifax Street. Telephone number 451-2690. QCare Pharmacy, where the Q stands for quality.
Yes, the sun it hot like fire, but I still have to go try and get you when me have to do today. Me friend them on the economy, I link them up, we gonna ride up, so go look around me, say. I ride cool, say. I play cool, say. I stay cool, say. I drink cool, say. Me friend them Billy's rig them with I cool and drink it in them with I cool. I cool for life. I cool for life. I cool for life. I cool for life.
Welcome back. And news now on the regional scene. As controversy continues to swirl over the reappointment of CARICOM Secretary General Dr. Carla Barnett, Antigua and Barbuda's ambassador to the United States, Sir Ronald Sanders is now calling on her to consider stepping down, warning that the dispute threatens further division within the regional body.
Speaking on ABS television, Sir Sanders said he believes Dr. Barnett's resignation would help prevent further fractures within the regional body and allow Caribbean integration efforts to move forward. His comments come after CARICOM Chairman and St. Kitts and Nevis Prime Minister Dr. Terence Drew confirmed Dr. Barnett secured the required majority for another term during last month's summit in Bastille. However, Trinidad and Tobago's Prime Minister, Kamla Persad-Bissessar, has challenged the process, raising concerns about transparency and calling for documentation, including meeting records and a performance review. Sir Sanders said the ongoing dispute risks deepening divisions within CARICOM, warning that Dr. Barnett's continued tenure could further strain regional unity.
That's the news from the region. The international news feature is coming up next. Stay with us.
Across our Caribbean, we're going digital, working smarter and living safer online.
In Dominica, we don't fall for fake prizes. We check before we click.
In Grenada, we verify before we share, keeping our hard-earned money safe from hackers.
In St. Lucia, we report cyberbullying, protecting our children and each other.
In St. Vincent and the Grenadines, we report scams fast, protecting our neighbors and our communities.
Together, we're building a cyber-smart Caribbean, keeping our people and our data safe, standing up to scams and cybercrime. We stay connected, but always alert. This message is brought to you by the Caribbean Digital Transformation Project. Stay smart, stay safe. Think Card TP. Visit cardtpconnect.org.
This Friday, April 17th, you can help realize your dreams with a lotto jackpot of $60,000. Your dream vacation, a university degree, that new ride, your new house can all suddenly be within your reach. What a Lotto Little Lotto can do. It's a lotto jackpot of $60,000 this Friday, April 17th. You have to be in it to win it.
Tourism has many benefits to St. Vincent and the Grenadines. It creates growth and a boost in economic activities, infrastructure development, job creation, entrepreneurship, and is a source of foreign exchange earnings. Supermarkets and vendors, bars, restaurants, taxis, tour guides, hotels, service providers, and many more all benefit directly from income gained through the tourism industry. Taxes collected from visitors to our country help St. Vincent's economy and its growth. Tourism is everyone's business. Live it, love it, embrace it.
Tourism is everyone's business. Yeah. Live it, love it, embrace it. Singer is a family store. We sell everything you need for your kitchen and more. Top brands and appliances.
TVs, fridges, cookers.
We make your life so easy.
Just come in and see us. A wide range of furniture.
Right here at Singer.
Affordable beds and mattresses.
Right here at Singer. Washing machines to make your laundry clean and fresh. Singer is a family store
that gives you the best hire purchase deals.
Right here at Singer.
We'll outfit your home.
Right here at Singer. The #1 family store.
It's us with Singer.
Welcome back. In news now on the international scene, U.S. President Donald Trump says a ceasefire in Lebanon, which came into effect a few hours ago, will include Hezbollah. Israel has been bombarding and occupying huge parts of southern Lebanon, saying it's targeting Hezbollah. More than 2,000 people have been killed and over 1 million displaced. Trump first announced a ceasefire on social media. Has more in this report.
It's very exciting because it's 48 years. We're going to be meeting with Bibi Netanyahu, as you know, and the president of Lebanon. And I had a great talk with both of them today. They're going to be having a ceasefire, and that'll include Hezbollah. And I think it could be number 10 for me.
It seemed to happen rather quickly, but there's been a lot of work going on behind the scenes. It all starts Tuesday's meeting at ambassadorial level at the State Department. Now, out of that, there came a conversation late on Wednesday between Donald Trump and Benjamin Netanyahu in Jerusalem. At that point, he talked about the possibility of a ceasefire. Netanyahu agreed as long as certain conditions were met. Donald Trump then said to Marco Rubio, his Secretary of State, that he wanted him to speak to the Lebanese side, and those conversations happened overnight on Wednesday into early on Thursday. Then we heard from Joseph Aoun, who spoke to Donald Trump on Thursday. Trump outlined what he felt were the conditions for a ceasefire. And then when he agreed, he called Benjamin Netanyahu back on Thursday morning and said, "We have a deal." And that's when he took to social media. Now, as all as this was going on behind the scenes. From Tuesday onwards, there were discussions at the State Department who were busy drawing up what's known as a Memorandum of Understanding, essentially a several-point document which laid out how the ceasefire would be conducted, how it would be monitored and how it would be carried out. Both sides seem to be happy to sign on to that. Now, this is a 10-day ceasefire. It starts, as you say, in just a couple of hours. The intention is that the two leaders will make it here to the White House. If you heard from Donald Trump, initially he said sometime in the next week or two, and then later amended that to sometime in the next 4 or 5 days. He obviously believes he's in the close to signing a deal. He said this would be the 10th war that he's finished. There's many a slip between the pen and the paper. He's obviously got to get both sides on board.
That's the news. Sports is just ahead, but before that, let's take a look at the local weather forecast.
The weather report sponsored by General Hardware.
Listen, the big hardware stores have been ripping off Vincentions for years with their high prices. They came General Hardware with the lowest prices ever in SVG. Now, the big guys are scrambling to drop their prices, but they still can't beat the General. So don't let them fool you. General Hardware still has the best prices on lumber, plywood, and steel. And even with a sale, the General beats that too. So go on, compare prices. Then come to General Hardware and save dollars every day. Because nobody beats the General. Nobody. General Hardware Supplies, located next to Yvette's Pork City in Arnesville. Call 453-9000.
And now for a look at the local weather forecast. Present conditions, partly cloudy and hazy. Winds in northeast at 9 kilometers per hour. Temperature 27.1 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity 81%. Barometric pressure 1011.5 millibars. 24-hour rainfall nil. Today's maximum temperature 30.3 degrees Celsius. Today's minimum temperature 25.1 degrees Celsius. Sunset 6:17 p.m. Sunrise 5:50 a.m. Forecast cloudy, hazy, and breezy at times with a few isolated showers. Synopsis: weak and stable conditions are affecting the islands.
The weather report was sponsored by General Hardware.
World-famous astrologer and psychic reader, he is having vast knowledge of palm reading, spiritual healing, and psychic reading. He will also solve problems like negative energy removal, bad luck removal, get your love back. He's also the specialist of health problems, business problems, love, marriage. Bring your personal and professional life back on the right track. For any issue in your life, Energy has the right astrology remedy. Call now.
More jackpot money, more reasons to play this game. More money for way. Super 6 a bigger jackpot game.
$230,000. That's the Super 6 jackpot for Friday, April 17th. It's $230,000.
More jackpot money, more reasons to play this game. More money for way. Super 6 a bigger jackpot game.
Good evening and welcome to the Evening Sports. I'm Triska Campbell. We hear that the Republic Bank Caribbean Premier League CPL will begin on August 7th with St. Vincent and the Grenadines Good evening and welcome to the Evening Sports. We hear that St. Vincent and the Grenadines Football Federation inaugural Vinci Soccer Premier League will resume today and tomorrow at Independence Park in Kingstown. At 7 p.m. this evening, the first encounter kicked off between Hope International and Avenues United. Later at 9 p.m., JBL FC will come up against Besco Pastures. Meantime, tomorrow at 6 p.m., Beckway United will play against Leo FC in the first of a triple header. At 8 p.m., Awesome FC will oppose System 3, and at 10 p.m., Camandonia Chelsea will meet defending champions Northwood Predators. The St. Vincent and the Grenadines Lawn Tennis Association Eastern National Junior Tournament came to an end last Friday at the National Tennis Center at Villa Flats. Jaden Bowens won the 2026 Boys Under-18 singles title. Bowens then partnered with Angelo Morgan to emerge Boys Under-18 doubles champion. Danelle Kennedy clinched the Girls Under-16 and Girls Under-18 titles. Kennedy and Madison Gonsalves won the Girls Under-18 doubles champions. St. Lucia and Dominica recorded round 4 victories yesterday, Wednesday, April 15th, in the 2026 Winlot Super 6 Windward Islands Under-19 50 Overs Cricket Championship in the Commonwealth of Dominica. St. Lucia beat St. Vincent and the Grenadines by 79 runs at Geneva Park in Grand Bay. The score is St. Lucia on the 19s, 179 of 36.2 overs, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines on the 19s, 100 of 25.2 overs. In the other match at Benjamin's Park, defending champions Dominica on the 19s defeated Grenada by 13 runs in a closely contested match. The score is Dominica on the 19s 192 and Grenada on the 19s 179 in 47.5 overs. Today was a rest day in the championship, and action will resume tomorrow, Friday, April 17th, with round 5 matches at both venues. Starting at 9:30 a.m. at Geneva Park in Grand Bay, Dominica on the 19th will take on St. Lucia on the 19th, and at Benjamin Park, St. Vincent and the Grenadines on the 19th will meet Grenada. Still in cricket, Ghana Happy Eagles began their title defense in the 2026 West Indies Regional 4-Day First-Class Cricket Championship in winning fashion, with a 4-wicket win over the Windward Island Volcanoes on the 4th day at the Sir Vivian Richards Stadium at North Sound in Antigua and Barbuda yesterday, Wednesday, April 15th. Tevin Imlach played the captain's innings, leading from the front to ensure the victory. He scored a crucial 82 and, together with Matthew Nanju, made 58 to set the platform for Ghana Happy Eagles' successful run chase. They finished on 233 for 6 after resuming on 38 for 1. The final scores: Windward Island Volcanoes 286 and 209, Ghana Happy Eagles 264 and 233 for 6. Jamaica Scorpions started their campaign with a 7-wicket win over Barbados Pride and on the final day at Chodwin Park in Jamaica after losing first innings points. The scores in the match: Barbados Pride 348 and 317 for 8 declared. Jamaica Scorpions 342 and 326 for 3. That's how we end sports this evening. We'll be right back to wrap things up.
Listen, the big hardware stores have been ripping off Vincentions for years with their high prices. They claim General Hardware with the lowest prices ever in SVG. Now, the big guys are scrambling to drop their prices, but they still can't beat the General. So don't let them fool you. General Hardware still has the best prices on lumber, plywood, and steel. And even with a sale, the General beats that too. So go on, compare prices. Then come to General Hardware and save dollars every day. Because nobody beats the General. Nobody. General Hardware Supplies, located next to Yvette's Pork City in Arnesville. Call 453-9000.
This Friday, April 17th, you can help realize your dreams with a lotto jackpot of $60,000. Your dream vacation, a university degree, that new ride, your new house can all suddenly be within your reach. what a Little Lotto can do. It's a Lotto jackpot of $60,000 this Friday, April 17th. You have to be in it to win it.
Welcome back. And now for a second look at the headlines. Thomas Salam's constitutional reform move questions opposition's moral authority. CARICOM dispute deepens. Sir Ronald Sanders urges Secretary General Dr. Carla Bennett to step down. President Trump announces ceasefire between Israel and Lebanon. And in sports, SVG Football Federation Vinci Soccer Premier League resumes at Independence Park after Easter break. And for a recap of the local weather forecast, cloudy, hazy, and breezy at times with a few isolated showers. On behalf of all of us here at SVG-TV, thanks for viewing. I'm Triska Campbell, inviting you to visit our Facebook page for a recap of the news as well as daily headlines. Also, check out SVG-TV's News in 15 weekdays at 12:45 p.m. Again, thanks for viewing. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
SVG's Heart and Soul. Magic 103.7, 91.5. Today's music, yes.